Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ravenport. It's Fatman again, standing tall, king of the castle, much like Rick over there. Hey, Rick, how are you?
Doing fine, yourself?
Yeah, good, thanks. And I think we've got the dirty rascals down below, and we've got Squirrelly. Hey, Squirrelly.
Hello.
And
Mike
Hitman.
called you a dirty rascal.
Well, he's crouching in the dirt, so Mike does look like a dirty rascal right now. It looks like he might need some private time, actually.
Hold on, there's a bush here. Let's just go in
I've heard of organic fertilizer, but that's taking it a bit far. So we're changing things up this week. So Rick is going over and working on Blue Farm, and he's got a mower, and
Actually, I'm doing double duty.
yeah, you are. But you're technically assigned to Blue Farm right now, but you're rented out the mower and bale wrapper and stuff. So you're going to do some silage bales.
Yep.
And Squirrelly is attached to the BGA farm because we're going to use that as a freelance farm to do contracts. So he's got a fertilizing contract. Mike's working with me on Purple Farm, and he's got a fertilizing contract. And I have a weeder here that I'm going to weed our fields because we've moved on a growth stage. So, and Hitman is going to be using herbicide spray to deal with the weeds on his fields, or his field. So it's all go.
All systems are go. Thunderbirds are go.
Well, it would be pretty lame if Thunderbirds were stop. Thunderbirds are stop! Okay.
Okay.
No, that's
Well,
wrong button.
Hopefully this is working. Can somebody look and see if the this is spraying it properly? You see a big...
Let me just check the field stuffs. Yeah, I'm seeing a wodge of blue behind
Alright,
you.
Good. So
It's like you're pooping out
trying to
water.
Stick with the crop lines here is about the only way I can tell where I've been working a early morning, and definitely best to rake them, but the weeds didn't show up until this stage, so I don't know how do you avoid using the herbicide?
Well, I think that would probably be just leaving the growth on. If we had the growth on, it probably would have weeds would have already come during an earlier growth stage, I would imagine. But don't forget, we've also picked fields up that were growing from before the map existed, as it were. So that's my theory, anyways.
So, normally what we do, because the recording, just the way it goes, we end up with, we put the fast growth on when we want to advance a growth stage, and then we shut it off the rest of the time so we've got time to do the work, because, you know, when you're messing with recording and trying to get people together and stuff, it's very easy to, things get away from you. Well, we're going to just leave the growth on slow now, we're just going to keep it on. So it means we have to pay a little closer attention, but at the same time, the game will probably run a little smoother in that respect.
Yeah.
Smoother gameplay, I mean.
Yeah. So also, for information of fans of Purple Farm, we made a decision in terms of the whole lime situation on field 16, and that is basically not going to do it, because it's only a 15% yield benefit, so we're going to leave it this time around and fix it when, because we can do it at the growth stage that the sunflower, the canola is at, but yeah, purchasing the equipment is, not going to be cost effective for a 15% bump.
Yeah. Money's pretty tight right now.
Yeah.
If it's 15% across all the fields, then it would make more sense, but just for one field.
Ed Zachary.
Leave it for time being.
Indeed. We'll build up all this stuff. I mean, I hadn't planned on buying the weeder, but don't really have much of a choice.
Well,
that's a 20%. Well, it's a 20% deficit, and that's more significant across kind of 20% deficit across all fields.
Mm-hmm. Can miss the strip between.
Gonna have to borrow the herbicide spray for field 16 and 15 from Hitman, but we can adequately use the weeder for 15 and 17. Yay!
Hate
Or
spraying.
14 and 17. I'll use the right field numbers eventually. It's just testing everyone's attention. Do, 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 do. What were those songs, Hitman?
I don't know. I don't want to think about them. My brain's pretty much melted down from all the figuring out how to do this. We've got 5 of us, but only 2 farms, so the logistics of trying to find stuff for everybody to make sure everybody has something to do. It's been a bit of a challenge, that's for sure.
Yeah, but we
got
all
more
work
work
together
to
to
do.
figure it out.
Right.
We're lacking on contracts at the moment, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never saw that coming. Guess I shouldn't have done those contracts yesterday.
Yeah, but there was
What am I
still
doing here?
like a fair number of contracts before we started. But when we sped up time, they kind of disappeared quite quickly. But I guess I don't know if the system adapts the number of contracts that exist, either based on the fact that stuff's been done and doesn't need doing anymore, or our uptake of it. I don't know, but it's a much
just
better.
what
It is a
roles
much
is
better
it?
contract system than we've had before. Let's be honest.
Oh, the fact that we can use it, yeah. I'm guessing by golly here.
Oh, well done, Mike.
Money. Now what are you going to do, Mike?
go and help Rick, I imagine.
Oh, yeah. Get to lease a transporter and start picking up the bales. That your plan?
Imagine so. Make sure that the right person's in the tractor to go to sell it.
Yep. Alright, so Rick's going along and he's doing the mowing, he's wrapping bales, so we'll get some silage income. Hooray for that. Money.
Indeedles.
Oh my gosh, this is definitely a challenge, because really...
Mike, there's a bale rolling away toward the horse farm.
Go get it, Mike. Get after it. Go get it.
I'll be doing well to get down there for it. The other end of the map.
Well, fly,
I
Mike,
think it's
fly.
stopped.
Introducing Mikey Linford, or Mikey Christie.
Just keep an eye out for marshmallows.
Missed a little.
The horse haven't eaten them.
Well, you just have to trust me here. There's weeds here. Oh, you can see them a little bit.
Yeah, you can see them a lot easier on the field that I'm on because it's like at a first growth stage.
This
So-
field looks like I'm growing a weed field. It's just covered in weeds. I don't know what did we put on here? Was it barley? I don't remember. Thin
Yeah, I
strip
think
there,
you said
looking over
barley.
it, was getting it all. Yep, I'm not gonna. You know what? I'm just not gonna fuss about it because I could burn a lot of spray trying to get every little bit. Not worth it. Tell you one thing I hate using herbicide. Bothers me.
Yeah.
You know me.
Maybe you should speak to Mike about he's got the organic fertilizer. Maybe he's got an organic alternative to the herbicide.
Mike, go start pulling weeds here. That'll keep him busy.
Yeah, can you imagine if they actually had like a hand tool version of doing that?
I was hoping they'd add tools for the horses, so you'd raise horses and then offset some of your costs by using them for work. But I guess it's the horses in this are what, supposed to be thoroughbreds or something, and you're raising them to sell.
Pretty much you buy them for 5,000 and sell them for 50,000.
Okay.
The longer you... Oh! well, there's that.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Incoming growth stage. Can I still spray this?
I said it wouldn't happen at the same time. Now am I going to be too far for? Am I going to be too far for 19, for 17 to be able to
Right.
use this
Spray it off.
dang thing?
Nope. Alright, well, that's it for the spraying on this field. It's ready for harvest.
Same with the field 15. You won't be able to spray that one then.
Yeah.
But that's exactly the reason why we normally do the growth stages the way we do. So, oh well. Harvest time. I'm gonna go fire up a harvester.
But it does make it more interesting, though.
Well,
Give me a
it certainly
job,
means you have to adapt. I wish I'd just gone for bulk spraying instead of being fussy.
Well, I got field 14 done, so am I going to get field 17? I'm going to give it a try. I think I might be on a third growth stage, so I might not be.
Oh, after last episode, I rage sold the John Deere header that has no built-in header trailer,
Yes.
and then I took the actual header trailer and cut it up into tiny little pieces and ate it. And so, yeah, I'm the guy that ate a header trailer. Anyway, then bought the New Holland Draper head that has the built-in header trailer. So it costs an extra, I don't know, what was it? Only a few thousand, wasn't it? Whoops. I don't know why. It was worth it. Okay, well, I guess I'm starting to harvest here.
Yeah, and Mike, if you're still looking for something to do, I think you can probably end up harvesting 15. Because that's probably at that harvest stage now, I guess.
Should I guess we'll want to collect the straw from this and sell it?
I would.
Yeah. There's a bit of money we can get. We can still use that baler to bale it as well, and the transporter to move them, so.
Okay, it's not harvesting.
It's not harvesting.
Part of it is not harvesting.
Oh, there's a couple of spots
Oh,
that are
it's
still
got-
showing growth stage wrong.
Where that thing placed, it's got the field a little wonky there.
Yeah.
Come back for that bit in a minute.
If there's anybody with nothing to do, let me know.
Really? I know that's been a problem for us in the past, but really not thinking.
Well, you know what though, this definitely, it adds a dynamic to the game where now we're getting hit with surprises while we're working.
Yeah.
And honestly, for you folks sitting at home watching this, is going to be more fun for you. And plus, my meltdowns are probably going to be entertaining. I'll try to keep the meltdowns to a minimum. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to need somebody running a tipper at some point. But if you're not available, that's fine. I can just go over and grab it. So, just saying, if anyone had nothing to do, I had something for you to do. Might want to check the contracts too. I imagine there's probably contracts now.
Yeah, there are probably some harvesting contracts that are just popped in.
Not yet.
Well, why not? Tell those other farmers that they need to kind of get their rear ends into gear.
You want your farms harvested, you better put the contracts in first. I want to see those harvester contracts. I got this big harvester to pay off. I'm in debt for 100,000.
So I'm just going to try something else as well.
Rick's
Very
gobbling up
quickly.
on the cat.
I'm going to go over into this field, which is at a growth stage that shouldn't necessarily allow us to use the weeder, and see if it'll allow me to use the weeder. It doesn't seem to be destroying the crop, but it isn't actually doing the weeding. So yeah, so it does stop that. So that's okay. But at least it doesn't destroy the crops, which which is good.
So I guess our problem is going to be going through the night, because we could easily miss a whole growth stage in the dark. But we're trying not to record in the dark. But you know what? We're going to have to record in the dark.
Yep, we'll have to do what we have to do.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't like it, well,
Skip that
I'll
episode.
turn up your contrast. You don't like it? Use the thumbs down. Gotta do what we gotta do. We're farming.
Yeah, I mean, particularly over here, because of the heat this year, I think a lot of the farmers had to do stuff at night just simply because the heat during the day wasn't possible.
Fire risk, and there's a little bit more moisture in the air. Maybe there's less fire risk that way. Of explosion of, I don't know, dust in the air. Who knows?
Splody!
People know more than I do about it.
Yeah, well.
Eco. Been playing Eco. There you go. I said what I was going to say about Eco.
You say that every episode.
Well, by now I've had, last night we destroyed the meteor and I recorded it. So I'll actually have, at this point, an Eco video up showing us killing the meteor, as well as
Killing the media.
meteor.
Ah,
A
okay.
meteor going to hit the planet. And the whole premise of the game is you have to work together, collaborate, use your skills together. We're on a high collaboration server. This run is starting up in a couple hours. Anyway, you work together and get the technology and get the stuff built, and you build 4 lasers in a computer lab, and then a bunch of power to run it all, and shoot down the meteor.
Okay.
So it seems the most we can go is a couple weeks before we wipe and start again. Well,
I think I see. I think it's one of the ones you bailed from nearby 17. It's rolled over to the other side of the road. I was looking at it thinking, that can't be a sheep. It's kind of what's going on. Then I realised.
Well, we've definitely been doing stuff differently than we have in 17. This has been basically for us a whole different game, hasn't it?
Yep. Certainly in terms of the multiplayer facets. Which is good.
For those of you saying, "Oh, that's not. It's still the same game." It doesn't seem to be. I don't know about you guys. I just find it's.
When you
it's
think
been
mechanically,
much more
yeah,
challenged.
up and down the field we go. Yeah, that's still the same, but
Farm thing. But yeah, things certainly have changed. All right. Well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to. Oh, if I go the other way, well, I'm trying not to drive on the grass, because that grass we're selling. Fuel for trains. Oops. That wouldn't be my first time getting hit by one of these trains. The worst part is, I think we were off screen and I was hauling that. I just purchased that Draper header, that big yellow header, the Holland one. Drove out of the shop, got the thing stuck on the crossing, and of course, here comes the train.
I can see Mike in the harvester kind of down on field 15.
No, maybe that might have just been the header on the header trailer and it knocked it off. I can't remember, but anyway. Nuke that header. I sent it back. Put wheels on your header or forget it. Trying to avoid hitting all this grass. We need care tires on the tippers.
Runaway bale.
Looking forward to purchasing Field 9 so we can start getting some grass off that field. I'm tempted to square up 11, square it up some, and then we'll get some grass on down the sides. That silage is going to be pretty good income, I imagine. What did Rick? What did you say the running cost per hour was on that equipment?
What's your running cost per? I don't remember.
Oh, that was just the initial cost then. Well, hopefully it's we're still gonna make money on it. It sounded good at the time, so it should be fine.
We give it a go.
Yeah, exactly. Worst thing that happens is lose a little bit of money and we can survive.
And yeah, I think obviously there's stuff we're doing, and just for the benefit of everyone watching, when we're doing stuff and we are collaborating on a few off-screen things as well, when there's a cost to one farm that benefits both, we kind of do a little money transfer to kind of even the cost out a little bit, so it's not like we're profiteering at each other's expense kind of thing. So, because this, although it's two farms, it's still very much a close collaboration.
Teamwork.
Yeah.
Really love teamwork.
That's why it's two friendly farms.
PHriendly farms. PHriendly? Oh my gosh, never mind. Almost gonna go by harvesting. Oh, I'm so glad we got a nice big harvester, though. This field would have been aggravating with a small harvester.
Hey, do you want to try it? See, just to do a comparison? You can borrow ours
Sure,
for a
if you
couple of
want to go along
minutes.
harvesting with that, we'll compare. Well, it's not only the fewer trips around, but it's fewer trips around for baling the straw as well. So
Yeah.
it saves us not just once, right?
Oh yeah.
We got one big field, so then we just get the big equipment for the big field.
Yep. Well, that makes sense. I went with the variety of having 4 smaller fields and going with smaller kind of equipment, obviously.
That'll be good because your prices will be more stable. You won't be crashing prices every time you sell a field load of stuff like I will. So basically,
Don't do any crop that you do.
yeah,
Basically.
yeah. That's right. Oh, I made a mess of the straw in this corner. Oh well. Oh well. Get the straw picker up. We'll have to worry about that. Fortunately, his name's not Hitman. I think it's pronounced Rick. Rick has lost the server. No!
Well, also, I think just before we started recording, we're having some issues with people being kicked off. I haven't obviously seen anyone kicked off for a while, so there might be some instability in the server, but a quick restart seems to have saved our woes.
Perhaps it was a Giants server problem. So on Saturday, those of you who are viewing, if you had any troubles getting on multiplayer servers or getting disconnected, let us know, and then we'll know for sure it was a server problem.
Yeah.
We're too lazy to Google it. Or Bing it, if you're working Microsoft. Never even gone to Bing.com or whatever it is. I assume it's a .com.
Yeah, it's because I've got Windows 10 and it's automatically, I kind of put it in there as the default. It's kind of, yeah, okay.
Didn't they learn that with Netscape? Guess not. Let's just bundle our software in our browser. Ha ha ha, take that, competition. Jerks. Alright, come on, I'll be quiet again, get back to harvesting.
You're supposed to be melting down about stuff happening in the farm, not about everything in everyday life.
Well,
And the
I'm
past and the future and everything else. It's all off
I
limits.
zoomed out far enough, I don't see all the weeds I'm chopping up. Yeah, zoom in. I'll press the right button. So, I have an Xbox 360 controller, and you know that D-pad, the flat pad that's kind of in a plus sign. If you go side to side, it goes between vehicles. If you go up and down, it's the zoom. So half the time I go to zoom, I end up in another tractor or something.
Sorry, I shouldn't laugh.
So that's
but-
why you see me do it at least 2 or 3 times this episode. But it's pretty handy when you need to go through tractors. I don't even have to reach over and hit tab. I just side to side there. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to change that to other buttons or remove it, and then I can zoom properly. So I do a lot of the zooming around.
Wow, I really missed a big bit that pass. Okay.
Oh, glad to be finally harvesting this field. Get our first income off of it. It was a big investment.
Yeah.
Hopefully the barley price hasn't crashed. I mean, looked at it.
Well, you can put it in my silo if you like.
Yeah, maybe I'll
Hitman,
just
do you have a tipper placed anywhere?
Yes, I have a tipper on the other side of the field from me, with a tractor on it. Good thing I'm at 12,800. I'm at probably about 95% full. And the quick way is to do a 180. Are you looking to actually tip this, are you?
Oh no, I just want to make sure that you had something to tip into.
Oh, yeah, we had a tractor for it. Yeah. I used the sprayer tractor. You're asking that because the tractor you're using now is on the tipper, right?
Mm-hmm.
I gotcha. Full yet? 14,100 probably. I found that the machines, they do sound different, like when you go between brands and stuff. So I found in the some of the older versions, you go between a bunch of different machines, and they all the engine sounds are the same. So I'm glad that got sorted.
Yeah, I mean, just a little bit of variety adds to the realism, because it's so real doing this, or it's surreal.
Lots of it that is realistic. I would hope. The game I'm pretty happy with purchasing it.
Oh yeah.
I'm not what you would call a Farms and fanboy. I didn't get too crazy and well, I wasn't really following it at all. I'm still not. So there you go, a non-fanboy recommendation. Such a degrading term anyway, sorry for using it. But that's just what the term is.
Yeah.
How about a farm sim enthusiast? How's that? That sounds better. A fanatic. Not to be confused with the freaky Philly fanatic.
Or you could just go with an LL, a Landwirtschaft lunatic.
What? Okay. Alright, let's have a look at these prices here. Totally change the subject. Wow, there's gonna be lots coming off this field. So I don't have storage, so I just basically have to sell it as it comes off the field.
Like I say, you could attempt to put it in my silo if you wanted to storage, but...
You got the train silos.
I don't know, I could just sell it and see what happens.
Yeah.
See how fast the price comes down. It's only a little tipper, so it's not going to affect it too fast. Where's the restaurant? That's downtown, I believe. I'm going to see if I can make it there without looking where I'm going. Could go wrong, right? Right.
What could possibles go wrong?
Want an itemized list?
Yeah,
I can think of
please.
lots. Okay. Well, I could end up. What's the name of the other Farm Sims 19 map? Because I could end up over there.
Felsbrunn.
It's gonna be a bit rough going across the Atlantic, but it'll be the first time.
Well, the amount of tractors you sent into the water, I mean...
Can I ask why you go
That's-
to the restaurant?
I am.
Yeah, but why? You got wheat?
Did I look at the wrong grain? Restaurant 615. There's something higher?
That's barley. Wheat is the first one.
Oh, I thought I was.
You need to go to the central
Oh,
grain
dummy.
elevator right above you.
Oh, thank you, Rick, for being awake. It's more I can say for me. Alright, so that's
Rick,
where...
I sent you over to Blue Farm to sabotage, not help.
Unfortunately,
Why
if
did
we
I think
sabotage them,
about
we sabotage ourselves.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm totally kidding.
But I could swear I. Well, obviously I didn't plant barley. It must have been on the other farm or something. I don't know. Getting confused. I planted barley somewhere. Maybe it was farms in 17. I don't know.
Oh dear.
See, this is why I have to play co-op farm sim. Otherwise, the farm would just burn down and I'd be broke.
That'd be Stocko.
Obviously.
Yeah. Stocko, the only farming simulator player to burn a field. But we didn't add fire yet. We know. Stocko found it.
Go photoshopping a harvester on fire in the middle of the field. That's a scary thing. Your harvester catches fire in the middle of a field and you're surrounded by dry grain. You're basically in a field of dry grass.
Basically inside a tinderbox.
Mm. Okay, so this is definitely the central elevator room at then, I'm assuming. Yes. Make sure the price is the right one. It's the dirt. Alright. That's everything's looking good. All systems are go. I'm gonna do it. I don't care, I'm doing it.
And when the price drops there, then you need to go to the port.
Okay.
And when the price drops there, you need to go up to Australia. Oh, wait, did I say that out loud? Oh, my goodness. I can't believe I just did that.
What the heck? Can I not unload here? Why isn't it coming up?
It's... You need to drive over... You need to drive over and you
I
need to
had
select
this
the right door. If you haven't got the right door selected, it won't unload
Well,
either.
I've got the rear door. Thought. Tip side left. Alright, well, tip side right.
But if you've got the... you find you might need to drive like 2/3 of the way through across the grates before it identifies the tip point.
I tell you. Rage quit. Speaking of,
I recommend this game, and I'm not a fanboy, but I'm gonna rage quit.
but I hate this game. We're out of time already, and I've only been around the field once. That was 15,500 for that first trip around the field, so that's things are looking up. Oh, the tractor caught fire. That's going to cost 50,000 to replace.
Well done, Rick.
All right. What a jerk. Oh yeah, so I guess maybe what we'll do. Oh, that looks nice. You're coming up the field and you see the silhouette of the harvester out there. Wow. You gotta admit this looks nice. And if you don't, well, that's okay too.
If you don't admit it, then Hitman thinks it looks nice, so your opinion doesn't count. Because that's how Hitman works.
Does it? Wow. Explains a lot. Alright, well, it's coming up on wrap-up time. We're a little bit over time already.
It's a good job you had the bale wrapper.
Yes. Plus, it can sing in a rhyme. The rap. Right.
Okay,
And that episode's a wrap. Alright, so shall we begin our outro? Is everyone ready? Buckle your seatbelts and
what's an outro?
Have a good one.
Rick?
See you later, folks.
Mike?
Bye.
And you, Fad.
Take care, folks.
We'll see you next time. Make sure you click like if you enjoyed our videos. Both Fad and I, and we're both putting out videos, so there's two views. You get to see what we're doing twice. And we'll see you next time. Bye for now.